Well, Tom, good to see you here at Media Day, which means we're only a couple of weeks away from the start of the season.
How exciting.
It is exciting. It's exciting for so many reasons. You were just saying to me before there, was it 2002 was
Yes.
your first, your baby-faced foray?
It was, yeah.
I remember
just
to see the photographs
17.
of the haircut you had at the time.
It was crazy because I look back at it. I wasn't even driving on the roads at my first race weekend.
Wow.
Because March the 15th is my birthday and I just turned 17, and March the 28th was the first round at Brands Hatch GP, which I'd never raced the GP circuit before. I'd only done the Indy, so I had to run round it the night before to learn it and then qualify 5th and finish 3rd in my first race, after firing off Anthony Reid and Tim Harvey, which they were very happy about.
Is that the story they'd tell as well?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Chilton fired us off.
So, you're back for another assault on the championship, 2025. Lots to talk about, lots of changes. First of all, though, tell me about Croft. Did you have a good Croft, or did you...
I didn't go to Croft because I was on holiday with the family.
So you've had any other seat time?
Yes, so before Croft, I did 2 days at Brands Hatch and 2 days at Snetterton. The cars are so much quicker than last year. Now we've lost the 50 kilos out the car. And actually, as much as the turbo boost should be the same power as the hybrid last year, we're actually about 15 horsepower more, because where we were supposed to have 30 horsepower on the hybrid last year with 30 horsepower turbo, which is 60, we know that it was about 15 to 17 on the battery and 30 on the turbo. So this year we've kind of gained 15 horsepower and lost 50 kilos. So the power to weight ratio is a lot greater this year. And I've noticed already the brakes are a lot better, because we were right on the edge of the brakes. Now we're not. It's amazing. It's only 50 kilos, but now all of a sudden the brakes are good, the tyres are good, that we're running more soft tyres at more races this year, which is good. And the tyre degradation's nowhere near as high as it was. So they're like proper race cars again, and that's what I'm happy about. I like racing proper race cars, and now we're back to how I remember it, the good old days. But I think we're going to beat lap records at every circuit this year, as long as it's dry.
Yeah, I think, well, and that's the critical bit. But yes, I think you're absolutely right. The other thing that nearly everybody's been saying is that the loss of the weight means that the cars are more nimble, they're much more on their toes.
Yeah.
And that, I sense, suits your style of driving.
Because as soon as they're on their toes a bit more, they're a bit more reactive, and then they're a bit harder to drive in theory. But for me, that's where I come into my own. So I want them to be even harder, because that's when I start thriving, you know. So I'm in a good place. I feel like in testing I've been fast. Over the last few years, I'd say I'm the quickest I've been in myself the last few years. Probably because the weight's out of the car. It's back to where it should be. I think being a heavier driver than I am, I think the extra weight in the cars hurt me more than everyone else. Now they're back out, I'm back at the top of the timesheets again without even having to drive any different. It's just got the weight out, so it's good.
And that weight, I think you've already mentioned, means we could see some later braking.
100%,
And I remember vividly back to the Rockingham days, and you made a lunge up the inside. You know, come round the banking, and you went down, and then there was that left-hander, and you saw a space. And I think the comment you made to me was, if you see a crack, fill it.
Yeah, I'm like polyfiller.
Yeah.
Fill the gaps.
But there was a late break as the car went in. Are we going back to those sort of opportunities this year?
100%. Yeah, we'll be braking really late. I mean, down here at turn one, you always brake at the end of the V, but I think we'll be going a car length after it and then braking. So, and we'll be getting there quicker. So when the braking zones get shorter, it's actually harder for overtaking. But then it means you've got to make a very clean, proper move, if that makes sense. Otherwise, there will be crashes. But now we're running a lot of softs and hards, which are that's like 2 seconds a lap or 3 seconds a lap difference, depending on the circuit length, basically. And plus the hybrid, which could be like 4 to 8 tenths, depending on the circuit. There could be up to 2.8 seconds difference between a soft with full hybrid and a hard with no hybrid. That's huge. That means, you know, someone at the front will go backwards and someone at the back will go forwards. And it will mean there'll be a lot of race winners, a lot of people on the podium, but there'll also be a lot of incidents on track, I think. But it's going to be exciting racing.
And we're going to see at more than one circuit, the whole grid likely within a second from front to back, aren't we?
As always. It's the BTCC.
But even more so now. I mean, we're used to seeing it at, you know, maybe Silverstone, we're used to seeing it at Brands Hatch Indy, but there might be a couple of other circuits now where we begin to see that close up.
Yeah, I mean, it's already been like within 9/10 at one of the rounds last year. I think now the cars are lighter. I think the times won't be as close, funnily enough.
Ooh, counterintuitive too.
Yeah, so I think the extra weight in the car, it's kind of already going in one direction because it's so heavy. Now it's lighter. I think that the driver and the setup could have more of an effect on actually making a greater difference, funnily enough. So I think there'll be a bigger lap time difference. I'm going to put it out there.
Right. You're the only one to have done that so far.
Yeah, I think there'll be a
But
bigger lap time difference.
You might be
Not
right.
by much. We'll probably go from being, say, the whole grid within 9/10 now within 1.3 or 1.4.
Yeah.
You know, but I think it will be slightly different.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on that one. Good one. Is this your year?
I got a feeling it is. I got a feeling. The last few years, it's kind of, I felt that it's not been right. But now I feel it's right. I mean, I really had a good 2 days at Brands Hatch where I was the quickest outright. Turkington jumped in Hill's car to set it up, and he was P2, and he matched his qualifying pole time that he did last year, which was a 47.8. I did a 47.5. So I felt fast. My race run, I did first lap to last lap all within 0.2 of a second. There's no drop-off on a soft.
Wow.
So I feel like we've got a very good qualifying car, race car. Snetterton, we were fast as well. I mean, there was a few of us under the lap record as well there. I think the car's great. I mean, I'm gutted I wasn't at Croft because, I mean, Tom and Adam weren't at the top of the times there, but I'd be interested to see what it was like myself. But I wasn't able to get there because I was on a family holiday to have a play and have a play with the setup, sadly. Because obviously my lap record at Croft last year got beaten by quite a few drivers because the cars are just faster. It'd be nice now if I went back there, if I could get a new lap record, you know. So competitive.
You've got that wicked look in your eye, Mr. Chilton. Goodness me. It is going to be a good season and one for the fans as well for the many changes. Not least of all because we have the it divides opinion, doesn't it? The qualifying for the Touring Car Championship. Are you a fan of the format?
I've always been a fan, to be honest. I've never been against it at all. At the end of the day, when you get in your car and you put new tyres on it, you just got to go flat out. It doesn't matter what the rules are. It's the same for everyone.
Yeah. It's also been said that, just finally, that we're getting towards the end of the current regulations, the NGTC era, and therefore this year the cars are arguably as good as they're ever going to get.
Yeah, the quickest they're ever going to be.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to make it a monumental season for the fans and for everybody involved, isn't it? It just feels genuinely like a season to really look forward to.
It is. You've got great teams, you've got great drivers, a lot of great sponsors out there as well, got to be said. We've got to talk about the sponsors, not just on our team. We moved from Bristol Street to Vertu, and I've got Birch on board, but all the other teams have got loads of new sponsors. Like, it's a sign that motorsport's great again. You know, we're getting great TV coverage and radio, and it's really helping. I think the social media has massively grown the last year or so in the BTCC. I was quite shocked at the numbers we got from Bristol Street Motors. I think we had 1.3 million just at Knockhill viewing all of our social platforms, which is quite extraordinary from one round. Yeah. So it's definitely growing.
Absolutely. Make motorsport great again. I wonder where you got that slogan from. No clues there. Tom, really good to see you as always. I've got a sense you're going to have a really good season as well, and the very best of luck with that. Just finally, as you know, we always have a little couple of sidebar questions to start the season off.
Yeah.
So choose a number between 1 and 5.
3, race number.
Do you have a middle name?
James Bond. Just James.
James Bond Chilton. It wouldn't surprise me.
My middle name is James. I'm just stuck in bonks. It's funny. But
another number between 1 and 5.
3 again.
You know, you've had 3.
Not allowed 3 again. No. Okay. Number 1.
Are you a good passenger in a road car?
No. I get car sick.
You're the second driver to say they get car sick.
Bad car sick as well.
Do you?
Yeah. My boss at Birch was driving me 3-4 miles down the road to go collect a car, and I said, "Can you get out? I need to drive. I'm going to be sick in your Audi." It's literally, I'm that bad.
Isn't that interesting?
I've got to drive.
One final number. Between
7.
1 and 5. Between 1 and 5.
Oh, 2. I've got 1, 2, 3 now.
So,
1, 2, 3. There we go. Done them all.
I said to one of your fellow drivers, pick a number between 1 and 5. He said B. What was the last book you read?
Oh, the last book I read was... I think it was Ellen MacArthur, Sailing Around the World.
Oh, okay.
That was the last book I read. Yeah. She was all on her own around the world. That's lonely, isn't it?
It is. I'm not sure I'd like to do that, but good luck to her.
If she came back pregnant, you know she was asexual, wouldn't you? But she didn't.
What a great way to round off this start to the season.
Thank you for having me.
Tom, really good to see you. Have a good season.
Thank you. Bye.